Morning folks, welcome to the channel. In today's episode we are finally getting the Defender over to paint. So wanted to see what these extended wheel arches from Britpart look like. Now these are I think plus 30mm on the width. Bearing in mind we've got an offset of -20 I think on a Lacari wheels. So that's equivalent, as we said before in a previous episode, of like a normal boost wheel with a 30mm Mantex spacer. And the offset isn't terrible, to be honest. I mean, obviously they do sit in, which is not a bad thing. And what are we thinking? Are they too aggressive? It's a really hard one. While I like the width, don't like perhaps the way that they don't drop down a little bit more at the front here. Normally you'd have a drop a little bit more here, so we have got lots of clearance, which is a nice touch. What do you guys think? I just don't know if the wheels are filling them enough. I think I like them, I'm not sure. And the only issue is we did want to paint our wheel arches, which we can do on these, but they've got a little rubber lip on them. So that would have to come off first, paint them, put that back on again. So it would look neat, definitely. But you'd have that black line all the way around. So between the grey body and the grey wing, you're going to have this black rubber seal. Is that going to be okay, do you think? So I'll be honest, it's been a little bit longer than I'd hoped before getting this into paint. We've had to wait for a slot in the paint shop because they want to keep the vehicle inside all the time. They've got a special place for it, and so that's fair enough. But it's taken a little while longer to get it there. So today, I'm going to whiz it over there, and I'm just going to walk around the vehicle and just tell them all the little bits and pieces that I want to try and get done, all the little dents, dings, talk about these rivets, just have a chat with them really about how we're going to get it done, and I'll show you what they're doing. And then hopefully over this week I'll be going back a little bit just to check on progress, having a chat with the guys and see what it takes. So let's get it driven over there now. So it's not the easiest thing to drive. It's completely stripped out. I've taken all this out. So it's going to be noisy and windy, but it's not raining. So, oh, she's not being driven. Let's see if we can get her going. Hang on. Let's get those glow plugs nice and warm. There we go. It's quite nice driving around here. Okay, here she sits. Just had a quick walk around with Neil, and it's really important just to mention, I don't know if you can see on here, look. Can you see those ripples we've got? Now these are spot welds. Now, I don't want to get rid of them because that is how the vehicle's built, and if you start putting filler on everything, it's just going to knock out. But there's a dent up here that needs sorting. Little tiny dents here and there need to be sorted, but we're going to keep all the original spot weld marks because that is genuine, that's how it should be. So we'll let them crack on. They're going to scotch it all, rub it all down. The little hole down there, we're going to rivet something from the back, from underneath, and then fill it and dress it all nicely. So we'll leave it with them for a few days, come back and see what progress they've made. But she's in good hands now, so yeah, we'll leave her to it. I don't really know how long it's going to take to be done. I'm guessing 2 to 3 weeks just for that bit. And then we'll get that back in the workshop and start building it up, getting the air conditioning in, getting all the panels on. And then while we're doing that, we're going to give them all the doors and everything else so they can go in and work on that. And then we'll put it all back together again. So that's going to be probably the next 2 or 3 months we're going to be on that. So as soon as we get it back, we can start. The Discovery has disappeared. Someone's using it from work, and I haven't seen it for 2 weeks. So hopefully it's all right, but we haven't got that either. But I have heard that the 300 TDI should be finished this week. So Gavin's just sent me a little update on work on the 300 TDI, and he's been getting stuck into the engine. And one of the things that he mentioned when we were sort of sending him bits and bobs, we decided to send him a modified timing belt kit, which is suitable for the later 300 TDI. And what you'll notice is where he's pointing here, you'll see there's a groove, and that is basically the mark, the groove in the plate that the belt has left where it's slipped off the guides, and it's sort of wearing its way into the plate. So that you can see how important it is to actually fit a modified kit, because that eliminates the risk of that happening. And I guess, you know, there's a good chance that your belt could fail if it gets worn down too much. So it's good that you've seen that, and ultimately everything's gone back together again now. And yeah, he's just going to be putting some new hoses on and the new radiator, and then once that's all done, we've sort of, that's the back of it broken really, and we're going to be looking at doing some of the other work to get it MOT'd, like brake lines, brakes, all that sort of thing. So hopefully we'll get that back. I'll go down to Norfolk and pick it up, drive it back. It won't be in the best state, but it'll be a really good running vehicle, and it'll all be MOT'd and insured, and we'll get it in the workshop and start working on that as well. So yeah, plenty to look at.